right. Shalom.
Shalom.
It's the brothers from the GMS New Orleans camp coming at you with another lesson. Prior to getting started, we want to give all glory, honors, and prayers unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Bahashem, Kakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect. Shalom.
Shalom.
Okay, and you could just start me off with that precept, brother. That
Isaiah 3 and 12. As for my people, children are the oppressors, and women rule over them. O my people, they which lead thee cause thee to err, and destroy the way of thy paths.
Okay, and read it one more time, Bible Shah.
As for my people, children are their oppressors, and women rule over them.
Okay, so this what this lesson is about. Okay, the woman, because that's Jake's biggest battle, right? Is the woman, because okay, metaphorically speaking, the woman is like the boss level demon, right? Okay, so like we play different games, right? Let's go zombies for example, right? You play a zombie game. At the end of a level, it's a boss at the end, okay? And that would be the woman, because that's Jake's hardest struggle, man. Is to get over that woman, which the precept said. Read it again.
Woe unto Salakia. Isaiah 3 and 12. As for my people, children are their oppressors, and women rule over them.
Yeah, man. Jake let the woman just walk over him, man. As the elder like to say, man, is the woman what 4'11"? Jake 6'5", man, and a woman just ruling over him, man.
Yeah.
Okay, but it's also said, read the latter part.
It says, O my people, they which lead thee cause thee to err, and destroy the way of thy paths.
So through the woman, it causes us to the woman is the easiest way for to take a man out the truth, man. Okay, that's why brothers are always warning us to how to deal with women, man. And if you basically, brothers say, really, if you ain't got no woman in this time, man, it's best to just stay like that, man. Which it says that if you could find that for me.
I think you're correct.
You know what I'm talking about?
I think you're correct.
But it's better to not even have a woman in this time, man, because of how close we is and how rapidly prophecies are unfolding, right? It's not even the time to be focused on that, man. She's nothing but snares and traps. So while you trying to focus on the truth, she's just pulling you away, man. There's no sense in that. Okay, give me the next one. Just give me the next one right quick while you looking for that.
It's First Esdras 4 and 26. It says, yeah, many there be that have run out of their wits for women, and become servants for their sakes. Many also have perished, have erred and sinned for women.
Okay, it says many have perished and erred and sinned for women, man. And really, this lesson came from a little incident, okay, that happened. But Jake just can't get over the woman, man. Okay, Jake ready to just we see this time and time again. What different articles, Jake killing himself over the, I don't know if I can even say that, but Jake is offing himself over the woman, man.
Offing the woman too.
Offing the woman too.
And the children.
But
like you said, bro, when you look into into the history of the Bible, right? You know, even beginning with Adam, you know, a lot of our, you know, great renowned, you know, even our righteous men, right? They'd had situations and encounters and problems with what? Women.
Who that was?
Think about Adam. Adam with Eve, right?
From the very beginning, dude.
Yeah.
Right? It says, roughly paraphrasing, through women came. But which we gonna get to that. Give me that again. Read that that other one again. So like
1 Ezra 4:26, it says, yeah, many there be that have run out of their wits for women and become servants for their sakes. Many also have perished and have erred and sinned for women.
Because why? You can't please a woman on this side, man. You can't. They keep trying to get as much time out you as possible. Okay. What the fuck? So like, but okay, a woman to know that we got camp every Saturday, right? Okay, you give her time throughout the week, every day of the week, and she just want Saturday, right? Because it's just their nature. They just greed, right? They just greedy. Salaki, I said that wrong, but they just greedy. Which is why you can't please a woman. So it's no winning that battle, man.
Yeah, the women on this side, for the most part, they unsatiable.
Yes.
You could never do enough. Alright? And like I was saying, when you look at the men of old, Adam and the situation with Adam and Eve, King David, right?
That's the one I was thinking about.
King Solomon,
yeah.
Right? A lot of those men, they erred by who? By women. Alright? So just being an Israelite man, alright, Jake, we love women. Right? But that's why it's so important in these times, because we can't allow, a woman, to get us off our watchtower, or off our game, man. Right?
We not trying to lose our crown behind a woman, man. It's much more we fighting for, man. That's like, brothers always say, the woman is a very small thing, man. We gonna get that by default in the kingdom. So we not worrying about chasing that on this side. We gonna have plenty women in the kingdom. So while we know that this place is failing, why would we be trying to please a woman on this side? And they not beneficial to you. Okay? They don't want to, they won't go out and party all day for no reason. Okay? They're not a helpmate. Okay? They were made to be a help, but they don't help. But you had something else?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
And even when you add, a woman to your life, you invite everything that she brings to the table too. So whether that's demons that she's dealing with, history, past relationships, that's whatever she got going on, you add that by default into your life too, right? So, for the most part, like the elder brothers always tell us, right? If you don't have a woman in these times, bro, it's more better for you not to have one, because we almost out of here anyway. Right? Most of the time they just come with problems and time. But the main woman that we do have, what is this truth? That's that woman, Sophia, wisdom, right? That's the woman that we focus on, until we get, an infinite amount of women in the kingdom.
Yes. Which, I'm glad you said that, because that's another thing. Okay? The woman is what? Jealous. So, if we giving our time, if we giving most of our time to Sophia, right? Your woman that you with, she see that. Okay? So two women gonna clash. That's why when you with your woman and she'll catch you looking at another woman or something, she's automatically jealous, right? Because she wants you for herself. Okay? But you got your precept.
This is Rock 33:19. It says, give thy son and wife, thy brother and friend. So like, give not thy son and wife, thy brother and friend, power over thee while thou livest, and give not thy goods to another, lest he repent thee, and thou entreat for the same again. Yeah. So we can't give our power, right, over to any, especially, you know, a woman. Alright, well, the only thing we gotta give, you know, power over to is Yahweh Shem Yahushai. That's it. Alright, when you talk about giving your power over to something, you talk about giving your mind over into it, your time, effort, you know, all of those things, right? But that's what'll happen, when you let you don't control your desires or your lust for women.
Because if I could say, Shalaki, when you deal with a woman, you're not just dealing with a woman either. Like you said back in that other point that you had said, you take upon the worries of her too. Okay, because what? Y'all become one with marriage, which we know that's to be sex through the scriptures, right? Y'all become one. So y'all spirits start to align with each other. Okay? So it's no more like y'all literally become how I'm trying to word that, brother.
You become one.
Y'all literally are entangled with each other, man. So it's not as simple as, oh yeah, I'm just getting off on her or whatever. Like it's not that simple. Okay? Because you pass any, like you said, any spirit she got on her. When y'all start to deal, that jumps on you, man. Okay, because we know through our different laws, okay, and the things through the scriptures that sex was meant to be for us to be fruitful and multiply, right? So it's a very spiritual thing. It's not just for sport as it is now. Okay, they use it for sport, but it's not that. Okay, it's a very sacred thing.
And that's another thing too, not to cut you off.
You got it.
In this, you know, in modern day society, like you said, sex is used as sport, right? And that's why, you know, these women, that's why they're harlots, right? And they got plenty different men and STD rates. All these things is just through the roof. So it's just so much baggage that comes with, you know, dealing with multiple women or a woman, right? You know, and it's nothing wrong with marriage. It's actually a beautiful thing. Just in this society, it just comes with so much baggage you have to deal with, and we're in the middle of being in a war, right? A war and a fight for our crown. So it's just hard to kind of deal with, right? And if the Lord, you know, if it's to your measure, you know, you can deal with it or whatever like that. But it's just admonishment, you know, of some of the things that comes with just dealing with women and some of the problems that come with it, because it can hinder you from, you know, from the truth. You want to say something?
Yeah. Get it on where it says all things are lawful but not expedient.
Yeah.
Because that's what the brother's going into. Okay, just because, okay, it's not unrighteous to deal with women. Okay, it's not unrighteous to do that, man. But is it wise in these times? No. Okay, backing up them different points that you brought out. Okay, they carry all type of different diseases, you know,
STDs,
you know, all type of, you know, spirits. It's just not wise to do. You got it?
Yeah, yeah. 1 Corinthians 6 and 12. They got it. It's all over scriptures. But it says, all things are lawful unto me, but all things are not expedient. All things are lawful for me, but I will not be brought under the power of any.
Con. It's another one. Put that one shit.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, con. But read it one more time, Papa Sean.
God, 1 Corinthians 6:12. All things are lawful unto me, but all things are not expedient. That's the point.
Con. That's cool. But like I said, all things are lawful, but is it wise to do those things, man? Is it gonna help you to continue in the walk? Because that's the question you gotta always pose with anything, man. Yes, things are yes, things are lawful unto us, which is that's a lot of different things. Which it says is too much of anything is bad for you, man. Okay, that's why the scriptures even tell us much study is worry to the flesh. Okay, we can't even overly study. So too much of dealing with too much of indulging in women is not expedient, man. Even taking upon that woman in general, it might not be expedient for certain brothers. I'm not saying all brothers. Okay, certain men, the law have allowed to have women during this time, man. But it's not expedient for others. Okay? But you got it.
Yeah, I got that word expedient.
Go ahead.
In online etymology. Excuse me. It says advantageous, fit, useful, beneficial, right? So when you apply that definition into to the scripture I just read, 1 Corinthians 6:12, right? All things are lawful unto me, but all things are not advantageous. Right? All things are not useful. All things are not beneficial, right? So when you speak about, dealing with women, in this time, that could be one of those things that's not advantageous for you, right? It could take you away. It could take away and hinder you more than it can be an advantage, right? So anything that's not an advantage, it really don't make sense to, add it unto you, right? While you in this walk.
Con,
Okay. Yeah, go ahead.
Con, I was just finna say, because if we in the business of cutting things off right now, okay, because of how close we are, okay, we shaving things off us, okay, that's not beneficial, as you said in that word expedient. So if it's not beneficial to us, it's no need for it to be around. Okay, so when you dealing with a woman, you have to sit there and think, okay, how is she contributing to me? How is she helping me? Okay, is she making things easier for me and things of that nature, man? But if she not, what's the point?
Then she hurting
me. If she's not adding, she's automatically hurting. Okay, so because we know that is no in between with nothing. So if she's not helping you, then she's hurting you. Okay?
Yeah, anything that's not good for you is bad for you.
Con.
Right? And then there's of course it's a balance, right? Because some brothers could have a woman and it could be advantageous for them, or useful or beneficial, right? The scripture says it's better to marry than to burn.
Right.
Right? So there's also the flip side too. But for the most part, and that don't mean you don't have to deal with no women, right?
Right.
But for the most part, it can be a hindrance, to certain brothers whatsoever.
Right. You give me that this route 25. You started like 15 and that, bro.
Yeah. This is Rock 25. I'm gonna start at 16. It says, I had rather dwell with the lion and the dragon than to keep house with a wicked woman. The wickedness of a woman changes her face and darkeneth her countenance like sackcloth. Her husband shall sit among his neighbors.
Wait. Read 16 again, brother.
16. It says, I had rather dwell with a lion and a dragon than to keep house with a wicked woman.
Con, okay, it says, I'd rather, bro, that's two vicious beasts. It said a lion and a dragon. than to dwell with a wicked woman. Okay, which on this side, that's majority of the woman. I'm not saying okay every woman is just wicked, right? But we gonna say 9 out of 10 on this side is fit that description, right? Okay, so for the most part, like we've been harping on, that's what you're gonna run into, a wicked woman. Okay, it's no such thing damn near as finding a clean woman on this side, pure, right? They all wicked, man, and ran through. And what the latter part of that say?
This is that was it for that one.
Let's go to 17.
Verse 17, the wickedness of a woman changeth her face and darkeneth her countenance like sackcloth. Her husband shall sit among his neighbors, and when he heareth it, shall sigh bitterly. All wickedness is but little to the wickedness of a woman. Let the portion of a sinner fall upon him.
It says, let the portion of a sinner fall upon so like, read that.
Yeah, she gonna be destroyed. All right, in her wickedness.
Come.
A lot of women on this side, you know, it's gonna die, bro. Right? All wickedness is but little to the wickedness of a woman. So these women do mischief. They do, you know, they commit adultery. They do everything under the sun, and you will have no idea what's going on.
But it said all wickedness is but little.
Yeah.
Right? To the wickedness of a woman, of a woman, man. Bro, you know how wicked you gotta be for all wickedness to be little to what you can compare to? Go ahead, finish it.
Verse 20, as the climbing up a sandy way is to the feet of the aged. I'm gonna read that again. As the climbing up a sandy way is to the feet of the aged, so is a wife full of words to a quiet man.
Yo, and that's the brother Kaya. He like to bring that one out. Okay, so when you think of an aged person trying to climb up sand, right? Read it again. That's what it say, right?
As the climbing up a sandy way is to the feet of the aged, so is a wife full of words to a quiet man.
Okay, so it compares the wife and a quiet man to a aged person trying to climb up a sandy way, man. Which that's gonna be extremely difficult for them, right?
Yeah.
What you got? But that's gonna be extremely difficult, man. And that's how difficult it is to deal with a woman, man. Because what that quiet man, that's us, right? And it's true. We very quiet, we will be considered quiet,
solution based,
calm,
right? Peaceful.
Yeah.
All right, and these women, they rowdy, they like lions. All right. The scripture say also, there should be a new thing in the earth: a woman shall compass a man. Right. So they think they better than us. They think they over us.
Yeah.
Right. These women, in modern day society, right? They're not submissive. They're not humble and lowly. Yeah, they're masculine. Right. They like the new men, bro. They like the new men. You know, but they don't have those actual woman traits, that would be pleasing to a husband.
Yeah, they're not feminine no more, man. They don't have that feminine in them no more, man. They even bro, most of the women you even hear them talk, they sound just like niggas, man.
Yeah, these women these days, I always say, bro, they pirates. They smoke, they got tattoos. Alright, and they curse like a sailor. Right? And they drunk. They stink. And they always drunk, bro. They just like pirates. All they missing is a parrot. That's it.
Yeah.
But it says, verse 21, stumble not at the beauty of a woman and desire her not for pleasure. You want to speak on it?
Go ahead. Keep going.
A woman if she maintain her husband is full of anger, impudence, and reproach. A wicked woman abated the courage, maketh a heavy countenance and a wounded heart. A woman that will not comfort her husband in distress, make it weak hands and feeble knees.
Which that's the description of the nowadays woman, bro. Okay? Backing up that other point that we was making, man. What they bring, nothing but trouble and stress, man. Okay? It says it bring it, read that again. The last part.
A wicked woman abated the courage, making a heavy countenance and a wounded heart. A woman that will not comfort her husband in distress, make it weak hands and feeble knees.
Okay? You wonder why your countenance always down, man. It's because you're the woman, right?
Yep.
Okay, get that that last part, cause that's the point. That's the heavy hitter.
But if I could say though, because we got some, you know.
Go ahead.
And at verse 21, it says, "Stumble not at the beauty of a woman, and desire her not for her pleasure," right? Because they got, you know, a bad bitch, so to speak, could really be a bad bitch, right?
Right.
And most of the time they are. You know, these you know, more attractive women, more attractive girls, you know, on this side, they usually the biggest harlots, right? They're the ones with the STDs. You want to say something?
No, I was just gonna say, okay, remember me and you was just talking not too long ago, okay, about some of the women you speak to, you might like their spirit, okay, but it might not be the description that you said, like a bad bitch per se.
Yep.
But that be the most humble woman.
The most humble woman, yeah.
Okay, you talk to them, you get an actual liking, like you can sit there and have a conversation with them, man. But when you go talk to some of these, cause whatever they want to call themselves, bad bitches, right? You can't even sit there and talk to them, bro. It's like talking to yourself. They just sound like niggas. Like it's just good.
Yeah, cause she just giving it out. Just giving it out. It's nothing. She have no virtue.
Yeah.
Right? She got all these different men coming in and out of her. She's not, these women are not wholesome.
Yeah.
Right? But it says, a woman, if she maintain her husband, is full of anger, impudence, and much reproach. A wicked woman abated the courage, maketh an heavy countenance and a wounded heart. A woman that will not comfort her husband in distress, make it weak hands and feeble knees. And what the scriptures is saying, it basically sounds like it's saying, these women will hurt you for the most part, right? A heavy countenance, a wounded heart, all right? Those are afflictions in the mind.
Yeah.
All right? So these women, all right, when you take them on, all right, if they're giving you afflictions in the mind and they're hurting your mind and you in the truth, all it does is hinder you in the truth, because that's what it carries over to, what you care about, where your mind at. Right? It's going to take your mind off that. And you're going to be wounded, weak.
Yeah. You can't focus.
Yep.
Okay, because you distracted. Because you worrying about the woman.
And you worrying about what you at camp. You worrying about where she at, what she doing, who she could be with, or, you know, all these just, you know, different things. Right? So, for the most part, that's why I just, you know, better if you can, you know, to just focus on what you need to focus on.
Yeah.
Right? And that's not for everybody. All right? Every brother have, you know, different measures, all right, and different lots. So, but for the most part, these women are wicked, and they can really hinder you from the truth, even take you out the truth.
Yeah.
Most men either fall out the truth behind women or a job, money. That's like the two biggest things. Yeah. But this Sirach 25 and 24, this is the last verse. It says, of the woman came the beginning of sin, and through her we all died.
One more time, Papa Kasha.
Of the woman came the beginning of sin, and through her we all die.
Okay. And that's the main hitter, man. You can't get around that, man. It says, of the woman came the beginning of sin, and through her we all died.
Yep.
So, like you were saying, like you was bringing out earlier, man, you could go through the scriptures and go through all the different accounts, man, of different men that basically aired off by the way of the woman, man.
Yep. And most importantly, you know, first and foremost, Adam.
Right?
Because she, back then, Eve caused us to go off, and through her, we all had to die. Look at the position we in today, right?
Yeah.
As, you know, being, you know, Israelites, we in captivity.
But it's the same thing happened now, okay? Nothing new under the sun.
Yep.
Okay,
Still
when you see these different things happening, Jake beefing with each other and shit, bro, 9 times out of 10, when you go to the root of that shit, is behind the woman.
Mm-hmm.
Every time.
Yeah.
Okay? But you had something else?
No, that's it.
That was the point. We gonna read that one more time. We gonna end it on that.
Sirach 25 and 24. Of the woman came the beginning of sin, and through her we all died.
And that's the main point, man. That woman is the biggest. Like, man, you always saying, brother, if you could get over that woman, it's kind of very little. Everything else is not really, like, that's a big hump, bro.
Yeah.
Okay? But yeah, man, that was the point. If you ain't nothing else, you got a point. So hopefully this was edifying and to the point. Prior to getting out of here, we're gonna give all glory, honors, and praise unto
Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahushua, by Hashem, Kakadash.
Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace, blessings, and salutations to the hopeful elect. Shalom.
Shalom.